Punjabi, I have grown up on ghee and paratha and ghee and paratha and desi ghee, and the way in my house desi ghee was looked upon कि बच्चे ये नहीं खाओगे तो आपकी सेहत कैसे बनेगी. So I know you love ghee, and thankfully that's the only non-vegan actually sauce that I consume as well. So tell me why ghee?
So yeah, I get this a lot, right? Because I tell people to start their day with fat first, and I tell them to start with a tablespoon of ghee, and everyone finds this very weird. But honestly, it is one of the best changes you'll make, because ghee literally lines your stomach, the gut lining that we all talk about, that one gut that we don't want to inflame. Inflammation is such a big topic now. Ghee is like a fire extinguisher.
So there's a big myth that ghee se mote hote hain. Ghee causes weight gain, you know, which it doesn't, you know. So how would you explain that?
Again, see, no one thing can cause weight gain or weight loss, right? The same way ghee alone cannot. You know, when people ask me, is ghee healthy? In my mind, it's like, are vegetables healthy? Yes, they are. They are essential. You need them daily. You need to eat them daily. The same way, you need ghee daily. Are vegetables fattening? Yes. If I'm going to fry the vegetables in batter and I'm going to have a pakoda out of it, it's fattening. Same with ghee. Look, ghee with parathas, amazing once in a while. But if I'm going to have them on a daily basis, let's be honest, it's not the best thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I only cook in ghee. My entire food is cooked in ghee. Also, would you like to tell them why? Because fatty acid chain, would you like to?
So basically, ghee has the highest smoking point. Now, what is smoking point? It's a temperature after which the fat content changes. It oxidizes. It becomes bad for our heart. But ghee is at 227 degrees Celsius.
Also, your Indian tadkas in Indian cooking, because you heat the food a lot. It's not like saute. So tadkas should be done in ghee. And that's why not your olive oil, because the smoking point is really low and it becomes carcinogenic if you do it.
Olive oil, again, slightly better, but why use those? We're not Italians. Let's just stick to ghee.
So can people who are lactose intolerant have ghee?
Yes, absolutely. Ghee, butter are both exceptions to dairy, and they have negligible amounts of lactose and casein, especially ghee, because ghee is clarified butter. So butter has small amounts, but ghee is even better.
It's the leftover and the residues are there.
Yeah.
And also, please break the myth of ghee causes cholesterol. You know, there are so many people who have bad cholesterol in India, but they are of the opinion that ghee causes cholesterol. So,
oh my God, there's so much I want to say on this. First, let's talk about how that is a myth for sure. I've noticed how people's cholesterol actually gets a lot better because their HDL levels, which is the good cholesterol, goes up. See, a lot of times people get very scared about cholesterol, right? Cholesterol itself is misunderstood. If your cholesterol levels are high, it means your body's protective mechanism has kicked in. Why? Because there's too much inflammation, so your body is secreting that cholesterol to bring down inflammation. So when your cholesterol goes up, it's not because of the fat or the ghee or the eggs that you're eating. It's because there's too much inflammation. So it's actually a protective mechanism, and we got to deal with it differently.
So cholesterol is because of consuming bad fats and not good fats.
100%.
Tell me now, a lot of people watching this will want to know that is ghee good for weight loss?
Again, right? No one.
Moderation.
So yes, ghee is good for weight loss. Why? Because it really acts as that fire extinguisher. It, the digestive fire that we guys have, when our gut is not okay, it settles that down. When that happens, we all know our gut and our brain are connected. There's a vagus nerve that goes from here to here, picks up on signals.
So basically, I'd like to add that I've been doing fat first with ghee for the last 3.5 years now, easily. And I haven't missed a day. I travel with my ghee ka dabba everywhere that I go. So the reason, like Rashi just mentioned, is that it lines your gut lining, and also it makes the absorption of other nutrients very, very good through the day. So that's how it also helps you in great health and weight loss.
Yeah, a lot of your antioxidants, vitamin A, D, E, K are all fat soluble. So when you go low on fat, all of these are not absorbed, and then your skin starts to look haggard. You won't have that flushed look on your skin, and that's all because you're going too low on fat.
So basically, ghee khao or glowing skin pao.
Always.
Okay, now what's your take on these organic ghees, and what is a good ghee to have? Is it the homemade ghee? Should one make it at home or get a organic ghee from outside? There's just so much available.
Yeah. No, I'd love if you can make it at home if you have all the time, but just make sure you use organic fat. Full fat, of course, but yeah, organic milk when you're making it.
And right? Otherwise, we go in for organic ghee from outside.
Otherwise, just pick up an organic ghee that you think is authentic. side.
Okay, so guys, you can enjoy your ghee and have those parathas that you crave for once in a while. But let me tell you, I eat parathas almost every day or every second day, not aloo paratha. Rashi gave me that look, what? I eat palak paratha in the rice atta flour. I mix a lot of spinach and I make a palak paratha and I have it with ghee, which you can have totally.